Welcome back to the channel, people. KG is back with some more transfer news, more positive news for Leeds United. Keep it coming, 49ers. As long as you keep them coming, I will keep on doing videos. You know, one of those. This is great. Listen, I did 2 videos yesterday. I don't know if you've if you've all caught them because it was quick fire. So if you haven't seen the 2 videos from yesterday, please go back in the list and watch those. They're about our injury situation. And of course, Joe Rodon, who is going to be on his way to Leeds United this week. And now we're talking about another player coming in. Love it. Absolutely love it. It's like buses, isn't it? Like buses. Just before I continue, big shout out to Jim Jones and John Abbott for the super thanks on yesterday's video. Much appreciated. And 2 new members of the channel, Adrian Whitworth and Michael Humphreys. Thank you for joining. Thank you for the continued support. It all helps in towards the channel, helps me out as well. Big support for the channel. Thank you so much for the continued support. Everybody who's a member of this channel, much appreciated. So, yeah, hit the like, subscribe, and drop your comments below because we are back in the transfer market, people. And in addition to Joe Rodon, more defensive cover is on its way. Now, this is a name that for a couple of years was linked with some of the biggest clubs around Europe. Max AARONS is closing in on a permanent deal. This is a permanent deal, unlike the Joe Rodon one, which is currently a loan deal. Max AARONS will be a permanent deal from Norwich City. He's only 23 still. I know it seems weird that Max AARONS is only 23. Seems like he's been around forever, but that just shows you how much first team experience he's had. It looks like that deal is going to be closing hopefully ahead of Saturday's clash with Birmingham City, as reported here by our good friend Phil Hay. So again, this is one where, and I'll give my thoughts on this. Max AARONS, his stock was so high a couple of years ago, where he had Bayern Munich after him, he had Arsenal after him, and it was a mix of Norwich City pricing him out of a move, which is probably why he's still there, and also loss of form. Got to say that over the past couple of years, he's probably needed a change of scenery, and this for me is it. I'm much liking it to Pascal Struijk and Ilya Meslier here, where they're young talents, and it may not work out from here, but if they go somewhere else, they may get rejuvenated and a fresh start would do them good. I have the feeling with that with Max AARONS. I absolutely believe that he will be a good signing again, much like the Joe Rodon one. This is another hit for me. This is a straight up hit. This is not just because we're signing them. I hope you guys know I don't work that way because I would have my reservations about Nat Phillips and that would stay. But this is a hit. He's an athletic fullback. We need pace at the back, and he will certainly add that. Now, does that mean someone's moving out? Because we seem to be very lopsided on the right. We talk about Byram, Ailing, and Drame. Does that mean that possibly Drame is to go? Or maybe have we found a suitor for Luke Ayling? Are Carlisle United going to stump up the money for Luke Ayling? Who knows? But we do seem to lack some balance because the left side is going, hey, over here, over here. So we do need balance. But unlike Sam Byram in the way that he played on the left of defense, Max AARONS is definitely more suited as that inverted fullback. He definitely has the attributes to do that, as he's done it for Norwich before. I've seen him do it for Norwich before, where he's not trying to run down the left and then cut back and pass it back into midfield. He will just cut into infield and either take a shot or whip in across. That is how you have to work as an inverted fullback when it's not your side. But hopefully this Daniel Farke and the 49ers are still working on that out-and-out left back. That would be my preference. But if we were to close the window and Max AARONS is our inverted fullback, I can accept that. I can accept that. But ideally, I would love some balance because just imagine if you've got Creswell, Rodon, AARONS on your right hand, on your 3 of your defenders, and then you got an out-and-out left fullback. How beautiful would that be? That was definitely my preference, and hopefully that's what the 49ers and Farke are doing because, listen, another fullback coming in along with Byram, it must have, that performance against Cardiff must have scared Farke and the 49ers. They must have thought, oh, no, we're getting caught way too much here. We need something. We need something. And this is good for me. 23 years old, athletic, consistent in this league as well. For me, it didn't go well for him in that second year in the Prem, but you could say that for a lot of the Norwich players, much like ours, where the beatings just kept coming and he kind of got dragged down in that. And I think that also, hit his stock. I really do. I think that took a hit on his stock. But this is a chance for him, fresh start. He's only 23. Let's keep it moving. And let me just share this. I think at this point in time, we have to share these things, don't we? Because everyone's worried about injuries. He played 45 games last season, and look, there's his injury history: 1920, an ankle injury, and he only missed 2 games. So this guy is durable. He's ready to go. He's tried and tested at this level, and he's one of the best operators at this level. This is a positive signing, people. But let me know in the comments what you think. This is great for me because one thing I said, and if it's in my watch along, where I looked at the front and I thought, wow, we are electric going forward. But then you look behind you and go, ugh, ugh. And the more of that we can change, the better for me. So hopefully over the next 3 weeks, there is more to come. We need that. We need it. We need it. Now, on the departures, Tyler Adams is, I mean, this is going to happen for me. It's just a matter of time now. Chelsea are now, they've obviously structured the deal up to the relegation release clause, and they're going to trigger that. And Tyler Adams will be a Chelsea player probably sooner rather than later. And with me now, I mean, I've accepted this ages ago now, but for me now, as long as that money is being used on future transfers, that's for the better. Phil Hay also did mention in this same article that we are still looking at Harmer. That would be lovely. That's when your squad, see, that's when your squad looks like it's taking shape. That's when it looks like you mean business. It looks like you're one of the best teams in the league. Because for me, Harmer in this team, and the Leeds fans will love Harmer. I already know that before he even puts on the shirt. Leeds fans will love Harmer just for his work rate alone. Never mind all the actual primary stuff he does, like create goals, score goals, and take set pieces. They're gonna love him. But it's going to be a complicated deal. Look, we saw what commentary did with Gyökeres. It wasn't an easy deal for Sporting Lisbon to make, and I don't think they're going to make it easy for Harmer to leave to a fellow Championship club either. So let's hope that we stay the course, though, because he or someone like him, because I'm not saying it's Harmer or bust. You know, there's always other players out there, but to get him, that would be a massive coup for us in this league. Because this is what happens, and I said it in my early transfer videos in the summer. Even though it seems like Premier League teams are going to go in for some of these players, they always go cold on them. It's very rare that, unless they've played in the Premier League previously, which we'll show later in this video, the Premier League teams always go with Championship players. Yeah, he's done it there, but I don't know if we should spend it here. I tell you what, let's go and get Oscar Garcia from Celta Vigo for 10 million instead. It happens all the time, and that's probably why Harmer is still here and why we're still in so heavy for him. So let's keep an eye on that one. I hope that one gets over the line too. But yeah, expect Tyler Adams to depart. Now let's do a quick rivals watch, because it's quite important, I guess, as we measure our teams against. As we're talking about Tyler Adams going, Leicester City are closing in on Casadei on a season-long loan. This is an excellent signing, people. He should be in the Premier League this season. He's got that much talent. So Leicester are strengthening there. They've got another midfield option. I would assume it's going to be in addition, or it's going to be a replacement just in case Dewsbury Hall does leave the football club. But imagine if Dewsbury Hall doesn't leave and they have him too, and indeed he stays. That's a strong midfield in this league, 100%. That's a pretty good midfield in this league. So it looks like that is being done, and they had fierce competition because Chelsea did want to send him out to a Premier League team or to the Serie A to get top flight experience. But Leicester have pushed and pushed hard, and fair play to him. That's an excellent signing, really and truly. And our other relegation brothers, they're about to lose an asset, and probably their heart and soul, if you want to put it that way. As cheesy and corny as that sounded, I realize how corny that just sounds with it coming out my mouth. But yeah, West Ham have reached an agreement with Southampton to sign James Ward-Prowse for a fee around 30. Now we know Southampton initially set it at 52, but that's that's barter purposes. They're just letting you know, if you thought you was going to get him for 15 or 20, no, that's not going to happen. But they're around to get 30 million. They're going to probably reinvest that in the squad, so we'll have to keep an eye on Southampton's incomings also. But James Ward-Prowse, the captain of their club, the heart and soul, and regardless, I don't think he's even a good player. I'll be honest with you. I think he's very overrated. I think it's just set pieces that really stick out. And even my Southampton mates say, yeah, he doesn't really do much besides the set pieces, but his set pieces are worth gold. And I get that. I absolutely get that. In open play, he's regular to me. But this is another asset for Southampton, which is probably going to affect them and their squad. And he's leaving the club. So yeah, Joe Rodon, Max Aaron's all coming to the football club. Hey, keep it coming, 49ers. This is excellent news. Excellent news. Keep it going. I hope to be back again later this evening with another sign-in update. That's the dream. That's the dream because we need it. We need at least five. We need at least five key additions to this squad. And of course, striker. Still the most important, but probably the most complicated, along with a Harmer kind of player. Those players are they're just not around as much. They're not readily available as much as they used to be. So they're like sold like gold dust now. So we have to keep an eye on that. 3 weeks left. Keep these kind of signings coming, please, Leeds United, because we need it. We need it, guys. I don't know if I'm going to be back after the Shrewsbury game, if you're watching this before it, or if I'll be back tomorrow or whenever. But yeah, I will see you in the next video, people. Please hit a like on the video, subscribe, drop your comments. If you want to become a member, link is in the description. Much appreciated for all the support. Peace out.